Somewhere inside you remember the tune at the very first dawn you were singing it too. Now the fields grow brittle for the harvest moon. This time she won't be forgiving. Just look at you crying. You came with the thunder and unseen death, and dawnland shivered when you painted it red. Now the earth splits open where you drove them west. I hope you can't be forgiven when the storms come wailing to the prisoner east, and the gods come flying from the burning trees, and no one listens when you get on your knees. This time you won't be forgiven.
Friends, you're responsible for making sure my cat doesn't eat my food. I gotta go into the living room real fast. Hello, everyone. Hi, baby Saja. Hi, Pat. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Evil. Hi, Striker. Alright, let's get the model up. And mic monitoring on so I'm not screaming. The rib was marinating in honey and brown sugar with barbecue sauce and slow cooked in the oven. Oh, that sounds delicious. All right, enough flashing people with base model. Well, I will talk to everyone later. I just got my new aunt's house, got hit with the tornado, and has a tree in her house and cars in the garage crushed. I'm not even joking, so I'll catch everyone later. Oh my god. Holy shit, I hope your aunt's okay. Do what you need to, baby Sasha. Take care. I am so sorry to hear that. That is crazy. Holy shit. Storms aren't a joke, guys. Please make sure you're staying on top of storm news. If I understand that storm weather isn't being reported as efficiently or quickly as it should be. So a creator I would highly recommend people keep track of is called Ryan Hall, y'all. He does a very good job of staying up to date as much as possible on storm systems across the country. Actually, I think I'm going to make a TikTok about that at some point so that way people can stay safer. Anyway, I'll put that on the back burner. I'll do that tomorrow. Or rather, after stream is over. And by back murder, I mean it's getting done immediately. Just got to get through this stream. All right, let's make sure this application is up to date. You will die with no one left to kill in the sky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you die. Mm-hmm. All right. Alrighty. How is everyone? Normally I do this during the day. I was very tired, like dead exhausted even, couldn't explain it to you. So, apologies for the late night Limbus. Don't usually do Limbus this late at night. It's usually a morning stream. Ooh. Alright, there's just so much stuff in my way right now. Hold on.
드디어 목적지를 찾은 것이오.
Okay, now that some of the stuff is out of my way, I think we can begin. I think we were in an interlude. Take a look what this is. Ooh, 7 days left. Got it. Announcements. Let's get rid of all of these little notifications. Very good. All right. What's going on? Alrighty. Let me get this facing the right direction. I think this is good. Alright, now I just need to get clock app set up real fast. Alrighty. This will go back up here. We'll get rid of the Spotify source since we're not playing music. All right. And now we gotta get TikTok Live Studio up. Hopefully my computer isn't mad at me and it just lets it happen. All right. I think this the one we were on is actually called Hell's Kitchen. Nope, incorrect. Hell's Chicken. Oh, okay. You know what? That's an interesting title, so I'm gonna add it to the title. There we go. All right. That should do it. And now to go live. Thank you for waiting while I set everything up. How dare you take so long? Oh my god, babe! Why are you like this? Why are you so mean to me? Hi, babe. How's it going? Wait, are you off work or are you, like, on a break or something? Okay, looks like we got everything. I'm gonna go, even if you're at work, I'm going to couldn't connect, trying to reconnect. There we go. Oh, okay. The world may never know. Well, I'm gonna connect to our VC so that way when you're here, you're here. Regardless of whether you're at work or not. All right. All right. Into Chicken Attack. That's quite the title. Oh, are we going straight into a fight? You probably deserved it, Pat. I mean, what? Who said that? Surely not me.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
다들 내리시죠. 여기서 다음 임무를 위한 의뢰인을 만나기로 했습니다.
Off the bus, everyone. This is where we're supposed to meet the client for our next mission.
Oh, sorry, I don't like that rock either.
Robert,
Yeah.
it's pissing me off.
Oh, hello, Faust, my beloved. Not Faust, Heathcliff. Jesus Christ. Already, it's day. Hi, Izuku, welcome. Give me a break. Now we're taking requests like we're frou-frou errand boys?
어? 저긴 뭐 하는 곳이지?
Say,
유난히
what's
줄
that
서
over
있는
there?
사람들이
It's
많네.
got a long line in front of it.
이 짜릿한 향기를
Can't you
모르겠어?
recognize this stirring
치킨이잖아,
scent? It's
그래.
fried chicken,
그것도
Greg.
비싼 우유로
Deep fried chicken.
바삭하게 튀긴?
Brought to a crisp and expensive oil.
K사에서 요새
It seems you haven't seen much of Nescafe if you haven't yet learned to learn of Bodhisattva chicken, the hottest trend around these parts. I actually know what that is, and that's because I was briefly friends with a Western convert to Hinduism who wanted to make it their life path to become a bodhisattva. And honest to God, you know, I think he can do it. I think he's capable of doing it. That man had more patience than I think anybody ever should. A man with a fastidious impression suddenly cut in on the center's conversation as if he belonged to our group. Oh, Bodhisattva chicken, is it? What is that? Permit me to answer. Bodhisattva chicken is a highly renowned restaurant known for its six-legged, eight-winged poultry, whose blissful taste and gracious quantities really make you feel great compassion. Oh! Fried chicken that makes you feel great compassion is a crazy and tall order, but I'm here for it. What's more, they're prepared for every preference. The buzzworthy bitty with the right amount of tenderness, the chubby, I don't know what that word is, capone with plentiful flesh to dig into, the chewy cockerel that's perfectly al dente, and more. Now tell me, what do you want?
언젠가 들어본 적 있는 것
I
같소.
may have heard of it erst.
웬일이래?
Isn't this a
요즘
surprise?
소식엔
Are
누구보다도
you
더
son
날
of
것
all
같은 우리
people is
이상 씨가?
keeping up with the fads from under his rock?
그래서 넌 뭔데?
So what are you supposed to be?
함부로 남 이야기에
Can
끼어드는
hazard a
꼬라지를
guess you don't know who
보니까
we are either,
우리가
seeing as you
누구인지
brazenly
제대로
shoved yourself in
모르는
while
모양이네.
we were talking.
우리가 그래서 누군데요?
Can you even explain who we are?
저런 가게 앞을 돌아다니고 있는
Gracious.
저건 무엇일까요?
What could those
썩
things
정상으로
roaming around the
보이진
restaurant
않는데 말이죠.
possibly be? They don't appear to be very normal to me. Turning around, I spotted rather strange-looking people with just as strange behavior. Isn't that K-Corp staffs? What are they doing? I see individuals covering their heads with strange masks.
마스코트
Maybe there's some kind of mascot? It could be pretty cute when we look up close.
그 마스코트를 보고
Those mascots have people running and screaming though.
좀
Seems a bit off, but
그냥
let's
가만히
leave them
있자고.
be. Doesn't look like they're coming this way, and I don't particularly feel like getting wrapped up in something bothersome. I feel you, Greg. I feel you, Gregor.
그렇네요. 딱히 다가오지
You're right.
않는군요.
They aren't necessarily approaching us. And
길가에 있는
just what are
돌멩이는
you up
갑자기
to
왜
with that
죽는 거지?
rock from the
응?
roadside,
정신분명히 한
mysterious
번?
fella? Oh! Is that the mask? I beg the finest of fucking pardons. Why is that fucking chicken? It looks like a plucked chicken. Somebody come get their sentient monster. They're lost. What in the world did you do? Hit by the rock, it started looking around. Then it began to slowly shamble in our direction.
어이쿠 실수였습니다.
Yikes, I made such a clumsy mistake. What will we do?
뻔뻔하네.
Likely story,
정확히 머리를
Kozio.
후려버렸잖아.
You aimed straight for its head.
우와, 자세가
Wow,
상당히
your form was
안정적이었어요.
impressively stable.
감사합니다.
Why, thank
과거에
you. I
도시
once
야구
aspired to be a
선수가
big city
꿈이었거든요.
baseball player.
그럼 그대로 대가리째
I'll play
홈런을
ball with you,
쳐주지.
alright? Stay
기다려.
right there so I can knock your noggin out of the park.
다가오는 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다.
They're approaching faster
제
now.
머리를
Shouldn't you deal with them
홈런시키기
first
전에
before working up a
저것부터
slugger with my
해결해야 할 것
head?
같은데요?
Oh, this man. I have no idea, Tuesday. I have no idea. Welcome back. As Ryosha furiously reached for her sheath, those things came right for us.
닭머리네요.
They have chicken heads.
탈기네.
Yep. Whole chickens.
그것도 생달기.
Raw ones at that, too.
하늘 품은
It's like the ghosts of dead chickens plucking back from hell for revenge. That is quite a phrase. So, you guys think it's because Sinclair left a chicken wing uneaten that one time since it was a hassle to get the meat off? Can't think of anything else we might have done to call up Hen Havoc.
이젠 그런 거에 안 놀라요.
Teasing like that won't get
그리고
to me
결국
anymore, you know.
그거마저
Besides,
로저
Rodio
씨가
licked that
가져가서
one
남김없이
clean
드셨어요.
anyways. You know what? I love a girl with a good appetite. Good for her. Limbus Company? Good morning. Yes, Fate. We're doing more Limbus. I know we usually do that in the morning, but I was not feeling well this morning.
이렇게 된 거.
It appears that
싸우는
combat is
수밖에
going to be our
결정할 수가
sole
없겠군요.
recourse. So why is this guy taking cover behind me then? Alright. Before I could complain further, the chicken-headed crowd attacked us. Okay. Okay. Well then. Alright, let's see what... This shouldn't be too bad. Alright.
불길 속으로.
I waited so long that my food got cold.
그 오늘은 괴로우신가요?
대가리 딱 떼고
Right now we're doing Hell's Chicken.
좋아.
We just started it, in fact.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
자,
Damn.
급한 볼일은 끝났으니까 본론으로 들어가자고. 아직
Right, now that
시험도
everything's been
파악되지 않은
sorted out,
안경론관.
why don't we get back to the point, friendly four-eyed stranger?
반론합니다. 그 호칭은 같은 안경 동지로서.
I must object to such a moniker, especially so when it comes from a fellow glasses bearer.
아하, 그.
Oh, is that
그런가?
so? Sorry about that, I guess.
신원 같은 기본적인
Basic
인적성,
personal information such as one's
사망 신고를
identity
할
can
때도 쉽게
be easily
파악하는
acquired from the registration of one's death. Oh! Okay, Merso. Ash and Garuda are getting proto-frames? Fuck yeah.
아, 제 소개를 미처 드리지 못했군요. 명함 받으시죠? 삼조라고 합니다.
I did neglect to introduce myself. Here's my business card. You may call me Samjo. Guess who they are, though? What do you mean? Disregarding the growing hostilities surrounding him, the man handed us his card straight away. AK Corp, affiliate of the Department of Food Resource Development's Research Center. That was a mouthful. Sirius and Orion, you remember? Oh! Oh! I haven't done that yet, but I'll figure that out when I get there. I don't know what that means, babe, but don't tell me. No! I haven't gotten that far. Jade Shadows? Can you remind me which frames are involved in Jade Shadows? Thought we'd be fooled by a bunch of big fancy words. Oh, I haven't done that one yet, baby. Thought we'd be fooled by a bunch of big fancy words.
물론이죠.
Of course,
뜻과
persuasion
설명은 제
and
전문입니다.
explanation are where I excel, so please stay
진정하고
calm and
잘
listen.
들으세요.
Babe, you did that one on stream. That was when we were doing a lot of Warframe.
아까의 전투에서 당신들의 모습을 매우
I was
인상 깊게
most
보았습니다.
I was most impressed by the feats of your battle just moments ago. Well, maybe I'll do some Warframe after this. I genuinely don't think I did. No, I didn't. You and Dark did it together or did something together. There was a big conversation about it and you refused to tell me anything. I was most impressed by the feats of your battle just moments ago. In particular, the instances where you continued to assault your foes in blatant disregard for a dying colleague nearby. A few others even laughed at the sight.
발목을 잡는 자들이라면
Friend or
아군이
foe, those who dare
괜찮아야
impede must be promptly removed. Otis replied to his remark with a look of full pride, even though it didn't sound close to a compliment at all.
여러분들도 보시다시피 이 가게 앞을 점령 중인 정체불명의 닭들로 인해 피해가 이만저만이 아닙니다.
Hi, Loki. Hello. As you can see, these chicken heads of unknown origin, which are occupying this restaurant's front, have been causing considerable damage.
근데
Your aesthetic will fit well with the ring people? Oh my. So what?
사장님도 몸져 누워
The
계시다가
Venus manager has
방금
been
막 일어나셨죠.
bedridden until just now. Another man with a haggard face tottered to us, making it somewhat apparent that Sumno wasn't lying about the restaurant's owner falling ill with worry.
말씀하시면 됩니다.
You may speak now.
그러니까
So things have been. Our fry house opened up a few months ago, just across from
오픈하였습니다.
Unbong's Bar and
저희
Fryers.
체인점의 우수한 혈통의 닭을 사용한 맛과 푸짐한
Our franchise
양으로 인해 은봉이네
offers
오프집의
generous
손님들까지
servings of
모두
good
저희 가게로
tasting
넘어온
food
건
using
당연한
poultry.
수순이었죠.
With the supreme pedigree, so it was natural that we would draw the custom. Hold on, let me look this up. I don't like butchering names. Well, that's pretty much what I thought it was. All right.
그런데
But one day, out of the blue, the owner of
충격을
Unbong's
먹었던 건지
started
다 같이 망해보자는
acting real
마음인지
strange. Losing his
그런
customers must
기행을
have
일삼는
shocked him
것이
or something.
아니겠습니까?
And now he's trying to ruin all of our businesses.
아니 뭐그 경쟁 업소에서 견제 좀
I
할
mean,
수도
it's not
있는 거
uncommon for
아니겠어?
competitors to throw jabs at each other, right? As if to attest to the restaurant owner's woes, screams echoed from the other side of the street.
저게 뭐야?
As the supposed owners of Unbong swung his arm while muttering something, the chickens responded in unison. What the fuck am I looking at? Hold on, wait a second. I see an uncanny resemblance. Fauvism is an art type of sorts, like painting different varieties of colors and stitching them together. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for the follow. Also, welcome everyone who's checking in. Satan's chicken. The raw chickens jumped at people. What in the world? Is he commanding the chickens?
보통 기행이
That's
아니었군.
definitely strange
얼마나
behavior.
암심을
How
품는
spiteful does someone have to be to
사람스럽게
resort to that kind of stuff?
생체 개조라도 한 것 같은 생닭들이 가게에 무단
I don't know
침입하면서
if they-
기물을 파손하지 않나?
I don't know if they're augmented or what, but those plucked and prepped hens would break into the restaurant and destroy things.
보신 것처럼
And now
이제
there's
닭들을
people
뒤집어
wearing
쓴
those chickens on their
사람들까지
heads
생겨나고
too.
있어요.
If this keeps up, our restaurant is
이대로
gonna lose
가다가는
so much
가게에
money.
크나큰 경제적 손실이 생길 겁니다.
That's what you're worried about? Money? Oh, this is a business owner. All right.
이상
Such as a feathery song.
눈물 나는
This has been
이야기였습니다.
his tear-jerking
여러분이
reflection.
나서서
Would you
이
be willing
사건을
to deal
해결해
with
주실
this
수
case?
있겠습니까?
I don't know how tear-jerking this is when the guy seems to care more about the money he's losing than the harm that's being done to the people surrounding. What the fuck? Not ruffled your feathers, honey song.
아무리 그래도 우리
Tear-jerking or
치킨집
whatever.
의뢰
We
같은
still
건 안
don't take
받는데.
requests from a chicken.
평생
A
이용권.
lifetime voucher.
의뢰를 해결해
Handle
드리면
this request
이
and I'll
매장을
offer
평생
you
이용할 수 있는
groundbreaking
파격적인
benefit.
혜택을 드리도록 하죠.
The right to free orders from this restaurant for the rest of your lives. A
평생
lifetime
이용권?
voucher? I never heard of such a...
식용
I have
치킨도
even
몇
prepared
개
a few
준비해
free
왔습니다.
samples for you.
예?
You what? Someone's personally distributed pieces of fried chicken that he suddenly had his hands on.
자,
Now, stand in line and keep things orderly. I've brought samples for different pedigrees, so you're free to pick and choose.
맛이 다르고 향도 풍부하다고 하죠.
I just noticed there's chickens like crawling all over the place. There's some on the window, there's some on the awning, there's some crawling up a street lamp, a street post, like a traffic light post. There's one jumping into view. There's one on top of the sign. Must I choose only one flavor to taste? They all appear equal in gustery greatness.
다른 맛은 미래를
Let
위한
me suggest
기대감으로
this
남겨두는
then.
것은
Leave
어떻습니까?
the other flavors as something to
평생
anticipate for your
이용권이
future
있다면
meals. It
모든
won't be a
해결될
problem
고민일
once the
텐데.
lifetime voucher is in your hands.
오,
Ooh, indeed. It's an infallible proposition. It seems someone has won the hearts of most of the sinners with this. Hold on. Give me a second. I need to bring it together because I'm still dying of laughter. I can't take this seriously. I'm lost. Can we get a shout out for Lost, please? Lost is the one who introduced me to this game. No, Don Quixote's so cute though. Seems someone won the hearts of most of the sinners with his compelling words and fine poultry samples.
어쩌시겠습니까?
What do you say? I love Don Quixote. I don't know what you're talking about, Loki. This might be the first time I've seen Heathcliff go quiet at someone's words.
그거
That's not
나쁘지
half
않은
bad at
일이고.
all.
저기요.
Hello?
우리는 황금
Aren't we
닭다리가
supposed to be
아니라
looking
황금
for
바지를
golden
찾는 게
bows?
목적 아니었어요?
Not golden drumsticks.
언제부터?
Since when did we...
못 들었어?
Didn't you hear him?
바삭한 닭을
We're
평생
dining on
먹게
free
해준다잖아.
crispy chicken forever.
개수 제한은 없는 거지?
It doesn't have
그냥
limited
끝없이 주는
use,
거지?
right?
포장도
It's
되는
actually
거고?
free chickens forever, right? Yeah? Takeout counts too. Oh, this
이러고
takes me back to the
있으니까
older
옛날
days. Wonder if anyone
생각난다.
remembers it, you know?
알 사람 있으면
Ham ham,
모르겠네. 햄햄팡팡에서 파는 갓 튀긴 치킨도
ham ham
진짜
pompons, freshly
맛있었는데.
fried chicken. That was totes delicious.
난 알아.
I
어쩌다
sure
돈이
do.
생기는 날엔
I'd have a cheeky
조직원들이랑 외식하러 가기도 했지.
One with the lads whenever our syndicate earned a proper lump of dough.
바우스트 씨, 빨리 말해주세요. 무슨 사칙이나 조항 같은 거 있을
Ham ham
거
pompong is a real
아니에요?
restaurant. Oh, that's cool. Miss Faust, can you have them cut the crap already? Shouldn't there be some company clause against fried chicken requests? Faust was deep in thought by her lonesome.
그러죠.
All right,
의뢰를
we will take your
시작하겠어요.
request.
예?
Excuse me? From YouTube, they appreciate the model. Oh, hello! Welcome. This might also be the first time I've seen Ishmael taken aback to this
아니,
extent.
바우스트 씨.
I'm sorry, Faust, but did you
혹시 정신이
go out of your mind for a
잠깐
second there?
나가신-
Yeesh, Ishmael.
fine.
No need to be so biting there.
글쎄요.
It's hard to say.
파우스트는
Faust's
대체로
mind tends to be out
정신이
there
나가
most of
있는
the time.
편이니까.
오랜만에 다 같이 마음이 좀 통하네. 어?
No, not even false. How good is this fucking chicken? I'm about to say something blasphemous, but I can't fathom chicken that is so tasty that it does this. And I'm not and it's not because I haven't had good chicken. I have. I'm just more of a fish person. And I will tell you that my family's chicken is not the good chicken. So I'm aware of what bad chicken and good chicken tastes like. Just in case that was up for debate. Guess we're all right and chummy for once, eh? Favorite fish then? Sushi. Any kind of sushi. Although, let me look it up real fast. I also like lemon, I also like prawn and lemon sauce and like spiced with, I don't remember the spices I used, but I cooked it once when I was living with a former friend in New Mexico, and it was really good. It had various vegetables. I like seafood, not just fish. I like seafood in general. And in fact, I have a massive craving for lobster right now. I'm so pissed off that the rich people took a poor person food and like was like, yoink, ours now. Korean fried chicken. I'll have to give it a try. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find an actual restaurant that'll do it justice, but maybe we can find a recipe online. Babe, would you let me cook that for you? Just out of curiosity. Faust, are you serious? You're taking a request over free chicken? To be more precise, this is to resolve a case of the distortion phenomena, Dante. Korean fried chicken. If we find a recipe online that you approve of, would you let me cook it for you? Listen, I can follow directions really well. Sorry to hear that, Fate. I'm still waiting for my partner to give a yay or a nay. Perchance, if you want to tell me no, you can just text me a no. Distortions, what are they? There's a term I'm sure is unclear to most, although it has been occurring all around the city. No official announcement of the phenomenon has been made to the general public. Oh, to my knowledge, it is a phenomenon where an individual morphs into a form often unfit to be considered human. It has no known causes and the appearances were all different. That doesn't make it clear enough. Are they like abnormalities? Not exactly. As unlike abnormalities, they do not shrink into eggs. It is possible for them to fully expire. I witnessed a number of cases in the past. Our company has the LCD, a department housing consultant fixers dedicated to matters regarding the distortions. Though its size is small, it nevertheless signifies the company's interest in the phenomenon. So the owner of Umbongs has turned into one of those distortion things. That's correct. One does not simply gain the ability to lead an army of raw chickens by losing their mind. I love this model. It's not doing justice for my facial expressions. Hold on, this can only be done with the OG. Well, let me rephrase this. This is the OG model. I'm talking about the new one. All right. Crying. They call them the Colonel. Oh, that was. Well, I'm glad that there's nothing worth seeing because that was unfortunate. All right, let me take a look at, there we go. I see.
역시 그렇죠.
So that's what it's about. Phew, I almost got
바우스트 씨가 잠깐 헷가닥 하신 줄 알고 제가 직접
I
나서서
almost got
정신
worried that I
차리게
might
해야
have to knock some
싶었잖아요.
sense back into you, Fox.
방금까지
Is that why you were clutching your mace so tight, Ishmael?
옳소.
Oh my god, she was actually gonna do it.
사상자가 생기기 전에 우리가 나서야지 않겠어?
She's talking with her mouth full. Ah! Rightly so, we must act before this commotion results in any casualty.
저?
Oh? You
입에
got
소스
sauce on your
묻었다,
face, Chiquita.
꼬맹이.
I watched his rodeo wiped Don Quixote's mouth
그럼
clean.
의뢰를 수락한 걸로 알고
Rodian's such a
연락을
girl's girl. I
기다리고
love
있겠습니다.
her. I'll take that as a yes, and we'll be waiting for your contact. Oh, how am I supposed to take this seriously? Crying.
당연한
Hey,
결과죠.
Lanthorn, remember the
저는
number
선택받았으니까.
448.
그럼
Why do I need to
그쵸?
remember this?
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
She's honestly incredible. Yeah, I agree.
대가리 딱 떼고.
I see.
악인들을 해치우세나.
부족해 찾아졌지 않나. 거대.
총원 불격.
대가리 딱 떼도.
그 오물을 떼어내주지. 다 죽어라.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
부족해 차려졌지 않나. 거대. 부족해 차려졌지 않나. 거.
All right.
악인들을 해치우세나.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
불길 속으로.
기세가 수고했습니다.
내
공격의 기회다!
죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
불길 속으로.
You're probably eating something, but your model was acting so surprised.
내가 알아서 처리한다.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to eat my dinner in between the fights.
착각하지 마라. 대파, 거태. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
불로 정화하고
Well,
깨끗한
one loses
세계를
sanities
세우라.
from enemies dying, and another is a high roller at the start of the game. Oh! What are we supposed to do to resolve a distortion? It's simple. Voss seemed to have a habit of prefacing her expositions with a disclaimer about their simplicity.
뒤틀림이 생긴 이의
What we will
마음을
do is
열게
open
하면
up the
될
heart of
겁니다.
the distorted,
경계를 풀고
disarm their
스스로
mind's
마음을
guard, and
내보일 수
coax them
있도록
into an
말이죠.
opening up.
그렇군. 경갑골을 꺼내야 하나? 아니면
I see.
복장?
Do we remove the scapula first, or perhaps the sternum?
속을 직접
A
내보이는
physical
방법이다.
revelation of the heart. An
그
interesting
방식도
proposal.
흥미롭군요.
First off, we probably should visit. Christ! Oh my god. No, someone who doesn't... hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm tripping over my words like crazy, and I fucking hate myself for it. Someone add visit to the list of things I've mispronounced like fucking crazy. Visit. I love and hate my brain. It's funny for everyone else. God, apraxia is gonna fucking kill me one day.
Damn,
Fidget?
champ, spit it out.
What?
I said, damn, champ, spit it out.
Babe is the brain damage.
The Dean Bremage.
Yeah. It happens so often that at this point I can't help but just laugh at it. But I swear to God, there was a period of time where reading did not feel like this. Anyway, here, let me get your little cat on the screen for everyone. Oh, that's Spotify. That's not Fuki. Where are you?
In the void.
Yeah, clearly. Well, I found you on one side. Oh, it might help if I was on the right, what's it called? The right canvas. Because right now, here, you can lean against my boobs. Right now. I was on the vertical overlay, which is the one that TikTok sees. All right. We'll put you right there. That way you're not in the way, but also. Hi, En. Sorry, I needed a moment because I realized what was happening. Lanthorn, have you been reading much? What do you mean? What is the purpose of this question? If you ask the question more directly, even if it seems rude, you might get a better answer. First off, we should probably visit that Umbong's place and figure some things out.
생각들이 돌아다니고 있어요.
It's the clockhead dude. I've seen him on the Steam page. Yeah, this is Limbus Company in. Ugh. Raw poultry is walking around. That can't be hygienic. They look like the things that were on those people's heads earlier. I don't know what they are, but we shouldn't get too close to. Unfortunately, I had forgotten that around 80% of the sinners valued my suggestions less than the cooing of a random pigeon on the roadside. Why? Oh, I'm so glad fox and a bird, otherwise this will be very awkward.
그래서 이
So
닭들을
we can have free
줍치면
chicken for
그 집에서
life
치킨의
after we're
평생
done
먹을 수
whacking
있다는
these
거지?
bullets, eh?
귀엽군. 뭐
Cute. Let's
썰이.
stab. I get it. That one was slice them all bare. Huh.
끄덕.
Provoked, the raw chickens leapt into the air.
스클리프 씨!
Heathcliff's face was then devoured by... Oh no, are we gonna be fighting Heathcliff? Not Heathcliff, I like him! I've been told, unfortunately, I usually skip all cutscenes in games, so I would probably not like it as much as people say. Yeah, I don't understand you, N. I'm gonna name him McChicken. Crying. Heathcliff stood in silence with the raw chicken adorning his head. It was quite the sight, much to my terror.
전 지금 히스클리프 씨 쪽이 더 괜찮은 것 같은데요.
I think I like Heathcliff
지성적으로
better this way,
보이잖아요.
you know? He actually seems intelligent now.
어떻게
Oh gosh, what do we do, Dante? Wait, quick! Your clock! But then... Nothing would stop me from rewind... Babe. Babe, help. Babe, help.
What am I supposed to help with?
Rewind.
What?
I had an accidental uwu voice while trying to say rewind.
How did... What?
I'm mispronouncing words left and right. My brain's just not working properly. You don't actually have to help. Your
Are we at a
coach.
6th grade level? Bro.
Don't be mean to me. I can actually read at a higher level than that.
Bro.
Oh, N! Wait, what? I thought you were making fun of me, babe. And how old are you? Just out of curiosity. No. That's the reading level you're at. That's the reading level you're at. Everyone has different strengths. Babe, we don't pick on people here.
Oh.
Hmm?
We? You French now?
Alright. Well, I may not judge people. My partner isn't that good of a person. So.
Hey, I'm a good person, just under the right circumstances.
What the fuck?
My kindness is circumstantial.
Crying. Well, I guess we balance each other out in that regard. Okay, now that food is no longer a concern. What if my head turns into a chicken while the clock's working?
그게 그거라뇨.
Same difference.
시계 대가리나
Clock head,
닭대가리나
chicken head.
무슨
They're no
차이가
different.
있다고 유난인지
So I don't get being huffy over it. It looked like Sinclair was the only one actually worried about Heathcliff.
히스클리프 씨.
Mr. Heathcliff, are you alright in there?
있지. 분리가 안 되면 이대로 우리 마스코트로
Excuse me.
써먹어보는 건
Go
어때?
read a 5 million word fanfic. You got this. Listen, I am of the belief that in some cases fanfic is how we get here. Say, why don't we keep him as our mascot if the thing never comes off? Not you too. Does no one like my man Heathcliff? I love him. What's the deal with you and mascots anyway? Lead your eyes thither. Heathcliff is communicating with the other hens. Pretty sure the maximum amount of words I read in a single day was like over 250k. I wonder if the reason why I'm struggling with reading this so badly is because of the font. And I'm wondering if there's an accessibility setting for me to change it. This is about to get messy. Hold on. There we go.
수다쟁이가 되었네요.
Heathcliff's become quite the
히스클리프 씨.
chatterbox.
히스클리프 씨가
It appears
대화를
that the
한다기보단
chicken sitting on his face
얼굴에
is using
씌워져
his
있는
mouth to
저
communicate rather than
히스클리프 씨의
Heathcliff
몸
himself.
나도 싫어.
I cannot leave Sir Heathcliff in these straits. I had wished to cosplay with him as two fixers.
싶었단 말이오. 생닭머리를 해가지고선 그 코스튬을 해봤자 저대로는 비웃음만 당하고
I'm not
있어.
pronouncing that. I will butcher it. Someday, we would only be subject to mockery if he were to engage in mummery with that chicken head. To avoid the gathering crowd, we shoved Heathcliff into the interior of Unbung's bar and fires and followed behind him.
이 닭대가리 도저히 못 봐주겠군.
I can't stand his clucking anymore. I'll bring him back to his senses sharply. Otis grabbed the raw chicken on Heathcliff's head with one hand and began to slap it ruthlessly with her spare. Furiously. The sound of the impacts was comparable to when she was interrogating a captive enemy. I mean, that's one thing you can compare it to, but I don't think that's where anybody else's mind went. Just me? Alright, moving on.
정신 차릴 기색이 보이지.
Oh, did I miss a line?
어쩔 수 없겠어. 닭머리를 통째로 뽑아내겠다.
I unlose the game. What? I don't see him ever recovering on his own. This leaves us no choice. I will remove the chicken head as a whole.
그렇게 막 무
Is it really okay to yank it off like that? You might peel his face right off with it.
답답하군.
Grow a backbone, even if his skin were to be removed. It's perfectly fine, as our executive manager is here to handle it. No, seriously, it's really not fine for me, Otis, and I can't just... Despite her opposition, Otis began jostling the chicken with all her might. I can use custom fonts? Oh, sweet mother of God, thank you. Hold on. Let me... 1 second. Okay. Looks like I can't do it from here, but maybe I can in the next one. Language pack functionality they added. Skill issue, question mark. Damn. I don't want to hear that from someone who can't read higher than 6th grade, to be honest. I can read just fine, just not out loud. Listen, I was being nice. I was being nice and then N decided to be mean to me. I mean, that's his right as a mod, but still, I will clap back. Not for you, Thorn. That was for Spironet. Oh! Oh, okay. I was so... I'm sorry, N. Looks like you're catching strays today. I'm so sorry. I can, just not effectively. You know what? That's fair. Do you have dyslexia? I heard something tear. It didn't actually come off, did it? Huh?
정신이 드나?
Back with us, soldier. What's with this barmy soup in my mouth? Heath, you were having some serious discussion with those chickens clucking weird stuff, remember?
그러고 보니
Good thing I'm wearing my bulletproof vest.
대화가 머릿속에 들어왔던 것 같기도 한데.
Huh, now that you say it, I think I did hear some gabbing in my head. Also, we're, just to be clear, we have, I talk to N all the time. He's very cool. I'm very sure that he would tell me if he was actually bothered by something. But also, if people are uncomfortable with the jokes I make between me and my mods, y'all are allowed to say so. Huh, now that you say it, I think I did hear some gabbing in my head. What were they on about? Some sort of recipe got lost, I guess. No diff. Was the cornerstone of this eatery, but once it was gone, he stopped getting customers. Why are we being so violent in chat? That's when the master started acting off and infected us all. Did you just say those chickens were us? Bugger, I'm still recovering from those head hens. This is confusing. That's what you decided to call them? If the distortion happened because he lost his recipe, then maybe we can somehow recreate it for him. You've gotten close enough to an answer. Though much about the distortion remains unknown, one of the noted particulars is that it occurs when the good and evil, no, when the mind crumbles to figurative pieces. I use evade once more, I roll a 15. You roll a tail, so a 2. What? You know what? Spiro, don't make me get an actual dice roller in here. Don't make me get an actual D20 in here. I will add the command. Sounds like you just pivoted away from good and evil because that version would get too long for you to bother. I roll a nat 20, so I aim for whatever's in between the thighs. Jesus Christ. Cyprone, sorry. Damn. Proven that I have dyslexia right there. For instance, let's say that Hong Lu held a belief he was certain would be an unchanging constant as he lived in the city. Or it could be a hope for some other psychological sustainment that has supported his life. I roll a 20 plus my intelligence, so a plus 5, 25 in total. If that support suddenly collapses in a massively shocking event that causes one to let their ego go, his mind would crumble, so to speak. Well, I could see that happening. What could be so shocking for a well-off cuss like you? Getting your privy purse snatched away?
용돈은 받은 적도
Oh
없었던
no,
걸요?
I never received an
원할 때마다
allowance.
쓸 수 있었는데
There's no need for such a thing when I could
굳이
spend any
받을
amount
필요는
wherever I wanted.
뭐야? 그럼 뭐였는데?
Really? What else is it then?
알고 있다고
Hmm,
생각했는데
I thought I knew, but I can't seem to elaborate on it with words right now.
즉 정리를 해드리자면
To return to the point in something some,
뒤틀림은
the distortion is a phenomenon that arises from
원인물을
deeply
심리적
personal
충격으로
psychological
거쳐
shock.
단단히
The
마음의
affected
벽을
will have
쌓아놓은
walled off their
상태로
heart with a
말할 수 있죠.
solid
이
defense.
벽을
This wall has to be
뒤틀림이
brought down
원하는
using
방식을
methods that the
통해서
distorted
허물어야 합니다.
would approve.
여기서
Screw it, domain expansion. What? Alright, I'm gonna ignore both of you because you're both being weird. / affectionate. And in this case, the distortion would want
닭요리겠군 그래.
chicken-based cooking, right? Gregor took a confident step forward after saying that.
전쟁통에서 남은 음식을 모아
No.
전우들에게 통조림을 이용한 요리를 해준 적이
I'm
많지.
not wearing shoes. There's a snake in my boot. What is that from? I cooked up a good few meals using leftovers and cans for my comrades in arms during the war.
트라우마에 시달리던
Those
분들이
traumatized soldiers
전부
were
감동의
moved to
눈물을
tears by
다
my
같이
dishes as they
보았어.
gobbled up the stuff.
방금 누가
Hey now,
콧등 소리를
is
냈던
it just
것
me or did I hear somebody scoff at that?
웃기는군.
How droll. What does a CF know about cooking?
어디서 요리를
You'd be
운영하는
better off
거지?
flipping hamburger patties with your pincer.
차라리
와, 그레고르 씨가
Oh,
가게를
if Mr.
차린다면
Gregor opened a
집회
business,
사장이
he'd
되는
be a
거네요?
boss with big meaty claws. Oh my god.
료슈, 그거 벌레 털보란 뜻이었지.
Ryoshu, that's short for crawling furball, isn't it? But I'll say, I do like the idea of being the guy with big meaty claws. Eh, that's my head, got a sting.
요리는 말이지.
A true chef follows their tongue and blade.
전쟁통에서
Could you really say that food haphazardly mashed together in a war zone is really cuisine?
오, 방금 명대사 나왔어.
Oh, that's one for the cookbook.
심지어 료슈 씨가
Miss
줄여만
Ryoshu,
하지도
she's speaking with
않았어요.
full words for once.
있어
It
보이는
sounded
말이긴
cool, but
하지만
I'm not sure you're the
저자
one to be
주사는
giving out
같이
advice.
시켜.
아니 그런데
요리는 해본 적이 있나, 료슈?
Actually, hold on. Have you even cooked before? This is the epitome of a bunch of people who had no business being in a group together, being thrown together. Can you imagine these guys in a D&D party? Nothing would get done.
당연.
Obviously, I've crafted dishes on a level that you, as a trifling cook, can't dare imagine. Okay, now I'm starting to get mad.
그럼 그럼.
Let's see then. I'm on Shu's side.
아니 갑자기 편을 나누는 이유는 뭐지?
Why are we splitting up into teams now?
재밌잖아.
I mean, it's fun.
그리고 자연스럽게 료슈
Why did you end up siding with her?
그래.
Greg, darling, we've been stuck too close for too long. Why don't we try a little distance just for today? Or just starting shit. Yes, well, I was sous chef before my current job. I took food classes at school. Hi, Bunny. Heathcliff, having shaken off the dizziness, walked to Gregor's side. So we win by pulping her up, eh? No, we aren't crushing anyone with force.
설마 부하들에게
You admit to feeding your men canned food. You're a disgrace of a soldier. For your reference, I much prefer instant food. That reference is just a preference.
유치하네요 정말.
This is childish, really. Do you guys seriously want to take sides over this?
그래서
Tell us.
이수는 어느
Why don't you
쪽이야?
tell us? Which sides are you, Ishi? If you had to choose between Greg and Ryoshu to serve food for us sinners, don't you try and coax her. I know Ishmael and I have been thick as thieves since early on. In spite of Gregor's confidence, Ishmael's face and posture betrayed a sense of awkwardness. Ishmael? Sorry, Gregor, but if it's canned goods we're talking about, I ate more than I ever want on the ship. Come on, why won't you look me in the eyes, Ishmael, eh? Ishmael took a few large steps backward to stand next to Ryoshu. Her eyes never looked up to meet Gregor. Even though there wasn't much rapport to begin with, I could hear what little trusting bond existed between the two fall apart. Don Quixote had glued herself to Gregor's back before I noticed. Her face was off color. As a matter of truth, while we were banqueting on skewered chicken on the bus, I bore witness to that woman's most awful deed. What'd she do with the chicken kebab? That is, nay, I cannot begin to put it into words. Well, you saw it, did you? That was a secret technique of mine to bring out the... I'm not gonna butcher that word. I refuse. Don Quixote shuddered violently. Soon enough, Hung Lu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes. It would be a unique experience to try dishes comparable to pet food once in my life, right? I'll be rooting for you, Gregor. Dang, these people are as savage as we are! Well, it's good to see people picking on each other like this. In a healthy way. Same with the Destroyer, better, but still sucked ass. Alright, thanks a lot, Hung Lu. Hung Lu stood behind Gregor wearing a kind smile on his face. Faust? I can count a few of all people to make their rational choice, yeah? I don't know, as Faust can enjoy a risky venture from time to time. With that profound remark, Faust took her place behind Ryoshu. I really don't get it. Why are we splitting our group into opposing teams? Hey, chick, pick a way to survive or buzz off. Chirping hesitation isn't it? Cool, kiddo. Then, Sinclair, you might be linked to Ryoshu on a spiritual level at this point. Ryoshu's ruthless remark made Sinclair trudge to her side. Oh! Isn't it unfair to threaten him to join you? That's cheating. I can't choose, and instead I humbly await your selection. Don't need that. You take it. Yusong was placed on Gregor's team without moving a muscle. Lastly, Marcel quietly stood behind Gregor. It looks like the men and the women, with one exception on either side, are split up against each other. And I find it interesting that the guy with the feminine mannerisms ended up on the girls' team, and the girl with a more masculine presentation ended up on the boys' team. Oh, Don Quixote, I love her. I'm beginning to really like Sinclair as well. Money talks louder. Wait, what? No, I don't want to get bullied by my wife at work. I'm a little touched. I know we never got to talk much, but you still decided to come and stand by me my time of need. I have only done so because joining the team with fewer members would set the balance right. Oh! Someone proclaimed that. They saw tears well up in Gregor's eyes at that moment. But the teams decided we entered the kitchen of Umbung's looking for a suitable place to cook. It had become a long-neglected mess with traces of foul rampage? Foul rampage. However, Ryoshu and Gregor kicked stray plates up and utensils out of their way like it was none of their business and then took to their spots. Hang on, are we allowed to do all this in someone else's restaurant? It's a raft, so I don't care. You can't call it a restaurant already, fated to shut. We're trying to help. Yeah, our goal is to deal with the distortion, isn't it? An angered flock of chickens fluttered to intimidate the sudden intruders, but much to their dismay, get in my way and you're all getting chopped. You guys look more in sync now. Oh dear. What is the conversation happening on this side? That's crazy.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
Honestly, I don't know. I forgot what started this. You know what? That's fair. Oh, thank you. I don't know where the void is, but I will remember that when she, void tribute. I will remember that. She will get pets when I next see her.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
불길 속으로.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않은 선원들, 나를 보호해라.
불길 속으로. 그 오물을 떼어내주지. 다 죽어라.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다. 악인들을 해치우세나. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해파.
Ryoshu and Greg are radiating a burning viciousness. Is this murderous aura supposed to be part of the culinary experience? What recipe are you even gonna show? More canned crapola? There's no dish that beats the taste of survival. Hey, champagne hair. Get me a head. Huh? Okay.
이상 씨, 미안하지만
Zong, sorry, but can you open this can for me?
그리하겠어.
As so you wish. As you wish. Oh, cry. Hey, Fox, you have a cute baby fox next to you? Are you talking about Serval? Are you talking about the Serval cat? Savalis?
Huh?
Pat just called you a fox. Called you a baby fox.
My estimation of his intelligence lowers by the day.
Babe! If you were physically here, I'd pinch you. Affectionately, of course. Well, I'm a hop. All right. The sights and sounds filling the kitchen seemed at least somewhat proper. I can hear knives hitting the cutting boards, broth boiling up in pots. All right, Cyprone, take care. You are joking, right, Pat? And fire sizzling on cigarettes. Huh? Why do I hear smoking in the kitchen? The two remained silent. Of course, as expected, the sound of a cigarette being snuffed out only came from Gregor's side. Good luck on K-Report 5. Just read, please, because it's gonna get really hard.
선택받았으니까 그렇겠죠?
Oh, I can. All right, let's take a look at the settings. are the settings? Window? Thank you.
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어. 그대 드디어 목적지를 찾은 것이오.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Looks like there's a way to do it, but you have to go into the files, and I have to re-download this game entirely too many times for this to be worthwhile. So I'll just cope, and I'll have the screen be the size of a blimp to compensate. Alright, take care. Alright, let's make this bigger again. Alright, and then where's the sources? Game capture. I do like that I have the option to resize the screen as I need it. Oh, hi, baby. Hello. She got up under my feet. I'm back, was getting food, and you don't have to re-download the game. It's just adding some files. Oh, I'm aware. The point is that whenever there's an update, my computer doesn't seem to like it, and it doesn't cache the files properly, so I frequently have to reinstall the game. So updating the files I don't think is going to be worth it, but I can give it a try if y'all are willing to sit back and wait for me to do that.
그대 드디어 목적지를 찾은 것이오.
It looks like it might be mobile only. There doesn't appear to be an accessibility setting either. Yeah, could you put the instructions in so that way I can make sure I'm following the right thing? I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, we can quit the game. Let's see if we can't get a easier to use font added. All right, game is quit. Ooh, find two fonts you like. I already got them. Got the open dyslexic font open. Problems I didn't know I had until I became a streamer. From the language founders and the data. Just create something like whatever. Okay. Let me open Steam. And then get into the properties, installed files, browse. Cool Limbus company data. All right, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I have. And follow a tutorial off stream because I am already lost. I do deeply appreciate the attempt at helping, Bellicure. I am a very visual person and require, I need to see something done. If I can see it done, then I can replicate it usually. Someone's got a YouTube video tutorial out there somewhere and I just need to follow it and not be lazy. For now, I just have the game taking up the majority of my screen. When the font is bigger, it is easier to read. I also think I saw someone... I can join the Discord later and share my screen, then it's really simple. All right, thank you. I would deeply appreciate that. I really only want to change the subtitles. That's it. I don't want to change anything else. Everything else is fine. Chicken Palooza.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
All right. Into the game we go.
사냥 시작.
The sounds they make are killing me. I just have to pause and think about the fact that somebody sat down and they animated these chickens.
악인들을 해치우세나. 선원들, 나를 보호해라. 총원 불격!
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않아.
No, Savalis is a serval cat.
괴로우신가요?
Give me a second. I gotta show this for Pat. Alright. He's one of these. He is very much a cat. Lanky, long-legged little shits. They're cute as fuck. And then one more. Everything's going well so far. I'm just showing one of my friends. No, it's not an ocelot. It's a serval. Ah! Crying. Crying.
I wouldn't expect someone who can't read properly to understand the difference.
Wow! Listen, Babe takes the serval cat very seriously. Things are going very well, Lost. One of my friends, Pat, just kept calling my partner's little avatar that I drew him a baby fox. I was deeply confused. And I can't tell if I'm being rage baited, so I just decided to share pictures of what a serval cat is, because it's one of those animals I don't expect everyone to know about, but like I expect a good chunk of the population to have heard of at least. Similar to the way that I don't expect everyone to know what a fennec fox is. Even though I think they're arguably some of the cutest little shits to ever exist. Also are tiny, aren't they? Like tiny? I'm not sure, but they could be canny. Alright, let's keep going. You like red pandas? The original panda too? Yeah, I knew about that. They're really cute. The pandas nowadays stole their names. Yeah, I'm aware of that one. I was actually pretty surprised when I found that out. Fat bastards? No.
착각하지 마라. 해, 타, 거, 태. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게
I was trying to figure out for a hot minute how to change the font for the dialogue lost because I love this game. My dyslexia does not like this game. I don't frequently talk about having it because I don't usually have to warn people about it.
가스 점화. 엔진 시동.
I stared at Gregor's dish for a good while. I need you to understand also that I have the screen so large that this font is about roughly an inch big. So I have to have the screen so big that the font appears like an inch tall on my screen. What is this, Gregor? A military survivalist meal or something like that. Do they really eat this in the military? Look, Manager Bud, didn't you say you're an amnesiac? Since when were you such a delicate food critic, huh? Gregor lost his usual calm demeanor and suddenly snapped at me. I looked at Ryoshu's serving next. I felt like I was looking at a brand new work of art. As in, I had no idea what it was supposed to be. Ryoshu, just to make sure you didn't mistake our objective with assassinating the distorted restaurant owner, did you?
닥치.
She wants to shut the clock up. Heathcliff and Marceau had caught on the owner of the Umbongs and put him in a seat in the meantime. I'd be upset too if I had a bunch of knives in my face. We started by feeding him Ryoshu's cooking. The distortions language is difficult to parse. It will take me at least 70 hours to decipher it based on the speech pattern and cadence. That long? We can't be frying chickens for all that time. Wait. I think I can hear his voice in my head. I'm curious. This could be due to the influence of the golden bows we've collected, resonating with Manager Dante's head. I think I just heard a staggering statement, but the owner's cries are too distracting. What is he trying to say? A funeral procession in my Is your cooking theme poultry apocalypse, he asked? Right. Today will be the day I rip that clock from its stem. I was just relaying his review. Then the two of you can go to hell together. Not too cocky, Ryoshu. Confidence is good and all, but it's no match for hard-boiled experience. Alright, guess it's my turn. Open wide now, pal. Is he starting to open up his heart? He's wondering if it was sludge top from the food waste dumpster outside. Looks like both of your dishes failed. The owner and his chickens came at us with growls, as if to express their master's anger in full. Oh, hello, baby. Did you know that a void tribute was with you? Did you know that a void tribute was with you? You want the scritchies? It's scritchy time. Scritchy time. Scritchy time. Ha! Ha! It was a while ago. It was about 40 minutes ago.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
사냥 시작. 불길 속으로.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
다 죽어라. 괴로우신가요?
Why Why are you sniffing at my
한
plate?
놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 대가리 딱 떼도
그 몸을 가져가라.
Wave 2.
총원 불격.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Timora is getting all of the scritchies right now since it's on auto.
전열을 지켜라. 내게 관심이 쏠렸으니 너희가 공격할 기회는 더 많아진다. 수 없을 것이오.
Alright, win rate, let's go.
악인들을 해치우세나.
Notice I haven't followed you over here yet. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
불격.
좋아. 더 데려가라.
기세가 수그러지는 것. 반선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Alright, let's see.
대가리 딱 떼도
Been following YouTube and TikTok for a while, just not here. That's fair.
그 오물을
I'm sure there's a handful of people like that. Oh, hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
이
What are
숫자는
these
뭐야?
numbers?
다섯의 기회 중
It may be
둘을
an indicator
소비한다.
alerting us of squandering
이런
2 out of 5
뜻이 아닐까?
opportunities. I guess each team can prepare another dish then. How's that sound? Just like that. Thus began Limbus Company's petite cooking competition.
자.
Right, now let's assign each of us a role. Not that it'll make a difference, but... Say, Hunglu, have you ever seen a kitchen before? Well, my room didn't have any kitchenettes, though I did sneak into the grand dining hall on the second floor a few times for snacks when I was a kid. Next up, we have Isang. Oh, poor Don Quixote.
며칠 전에 다 같이 유통기한
Wasn't he the only one who came out fine when we drank that spoiled milk the other day? The smell was a sensual one, permeating the pulmonary depths. Oh my god. Don Quixote, is something wrong with your throat? What say you let me take the mantle? She said this with a bashful expression, her hands behind her back. Don Quixote, this isn't the time for kid stuff. I am no child, and why am I denied the chef's place when Sinclair is allowed to do such on the other team? Huh? The chicken is chopped too unevenly. You should cut them better. Keep your back straight. Right, okay. Kiddo, isn't this a bit bland? I think I could use a teensy bit more sweetness. Sweetness? Oh, let's see. Where's the sugar? Based on what Foster's seen, the heat needs to be pitched up one notch. That one's hopeless. The knife grip is all wrong. Why don't you all stop being backseat chefs and actually help? I mean, you could definitely trust Sinclair to take on that kind of stuff. His palate should be a good enough judge too, growing up in a wealthy family and all.
잠깐.
Now wait a tick. Why isn't anybody giving me any suggestions? Watch, I can cook an egg. Bloody hell, why is the damn fry pan heated? It almost grilled me dead. Everyone watched as the pan he flipped through hit a wall, broke into pieces. The restaurant reeks of mold and other unclean stains. It is likely that the kitchen has been left unattended for at least 140 days. Cooking outside may be more sanitary in the current situation. I prithee, give me permission to cook. How dare you mess up our kitchen? You'll reckon with our wrath for your foul deed. It just felt like that's what it was saying. Come on, keep it together, Gregor. Just let Don Quixote cook. What the fuck? She can't be that bad.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠? 불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우러. 사냥 시작.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 겉에 대가리 딱 떼고 먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 겉에
Alright. This might have to be a shorter stream just because I am dissociating horrifically.
나를 보호해라.
불길 속으로.
That said, I will be back tomorrow. Babe, when's your next off day?
기세가 수고를
When's your next off day?
한 놈도 남지 않을
Sunday.
때까지 지금을
Sunday?
반복한다.
Mhm.
쉴 때는 없다.
It's so far away.
악인들을 해치우세나.
좋아.
선원들, 나를 보호해라. 악인들을 해치우세나.
다 죽어라.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다.
사냥
쉴
시작.
때는 없다.
그 오물을 떼어내주지. 사냥 시작. 다 죽어라.
Alrighty.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
It's only natural because
선택받았으니까.
I am the chosen one, isn't that right?
그렇겠죠?
기다려라. 겉에 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
Can anyone tell me what this food is meant to be? Just quite simple.
관리자나리.
Manager Esquire, is not chocolate such a delicacy, thus we put it in the cooking. Next, I utilize oranges as a substitute for potatoes, for I much dislike the I'm so sorry for having faith in Don Quixote. What? Who do you think you are to take Spuds out like that? You're a right baffling bird. Okay, but why is the chicken so brutally torn to bits? It was customary in our town to rip chickens into bite-sized pieces using one's hands. It was a treat to remember. And what's this black thing? Why is there a lump of coal in the pan? Complaining an awful lot for a mouthless cuss. Do you even know how to eat this stuff? The chickens rushed at us under the distorted restaurant owner's short yet decisive order. Wow. We're not doing great here, fam. We're not doing great.
불길 속으로.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at cooking. The Justice Gremlin unfortunately does not know how to cook. Absolutely crazy work.
저놈을 추적해.
그 오물을
총원 불격. 먹기 좋게 찾아졌지 않나. 겉에.
So what I'm thinking I'm probably going to be doing, because of how late I woke up, is I'm probably going to stream
저놈을 추적해.
until the end of this.
처리했어.
And then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to come back early morning to stream some more. So that way the morning crowd can finally get a stream in. Because right now it's just been the late night crowd.
악인들을 해치우세나. 전열을 지켜라. 내게 관심이 쏠렸으니 너희가 공격할 기회는 더욱 많아진다. 선원들, 나를 보호해라.
사냥 시작.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 겉에.
Also, babe, if you continue to be mean to my chat, I will have to get a sticky note that says "meanie" and put it on your little cat.
Maybe your chat shouldn't be so bullyable.
Wow. Why are you so mean?
Cats have claws.
Right, okay.
선원들, 나를 보호해라. 대가리 딱 떼도.
Hold on, I think Chromatos gave me
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
something a while ago that I can use. Hold up. Yep, indeed. Indeed. Let me just add this to my desktop real quick.
악인들을 해치우세나. 업. 나는 이스마엘이다. 나는 여기서
사냥 시작.
악인들을 해치우세나. 먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 겉에.
다 죽어라.
대가리 딱 떼도.
그 오물 다 죽어라.
All right, give me just a second. Yo, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the naughty chicken. Oh, thank you for the naughty chicken. Nay, what manner of foul trickery is this? The number has gone down whilst the judge has yet to even touch his dish. He says it's not even worth evaluating since what you said of it scared away his appetite. That's a few more syllables than what the owner spoke, isn't it? Right, he is. May this rejection be revoked. Hold it. Let me ask you guys this first. Have any of you even tasted this thing? You can't just feed others things you haven't tried yourselves. We're trying to please someone here. Clockface got a point, I have to admit. Who wants to try this? The tension was thicker than when we were preparing for battle. I urge you not to look at me with such eyes. Permit me, if my sacrifice helpeth to unfurl the wickedness of the world. Don Quixote shut her eyes tight. Bugger all, someone just get the damn stuff in their mouth. In their jaw. So tired, in fact, I shook my soda because I forgot it wasn't just flavored water. Oh no! Heathcliff grabbed a lump out of the serving and shoved it into the nearest person's mouth. Oh no! Not Marceau! Marceau stood completely still at the unexpected taste test. Did that kill him on the spot? I swear upon my honor that I have done nothing to cause troubles this time. If Sir Virgilius is ever to ask who is responsible. Marceau turned to Heathcliff very slowly. The dressing is erroneous overall. Failure to properly cook the chicken has resulted in a residual stench of blood and other unpleasant odors. The sauce is too thick to bring out a deep flavor, so the inconsistent cuts of the meat contribute to this serving's inability to arouse one's appetite.
이거 미쳤어? 말 다 했냐?
So why isn't he cooking?
아니, 끝이 아니다.
No, I have not finished. The seasoned spices are a complete disaster, and the taste in my mouth is even worse than plaster. Lacking sugar, you toss 2.5 spoons of butter, and the end result is simply belongs right in the gutter. I am quite sorry. Yusung, I must ask if you aim to throng my teeth and prong my tongue by cooking wrong, seeing as this plate's a headstrong lens to ding-dong's notions of what food is to you all along. I have not one excuse. One bloody moment. Is he possessed by something, or? Most people were unable to accept my point when I elaborated on my statements in detail. Because of that, I have not been bothered to expand upon them until now. Additionally, I know, why don't we let Marceau take charge this time? Ang Lu swiftly made a suggestion with a slow shower of claps to break the frigid tension before his turn to be condemned came around. We'll help you with everything you need. I do not prefer to have assistants around. Fret not, we shan't disappoint you. Don Quixote bravely exclaimed, rolling up her sleeves. Cooking is not my specialty, but if you so insist, I will readily attempt it. Let's have a look at Ryoshi's team then. While there was a spectacle occurring on Gregor's team, the air had grown tense among Ryoshi's crew. How in the wings names am I supposed to make food that's both salty and clean, sweet but not too sugary, and lightly cooked but somehow also crispy? Sinclair yelled, throwing the apron he had been wearing to the floor. I can't do this anymore. I guess Ishmael was right. Beating Heathcliff at arm wrestling is gonna be easier than this. That was a joke. Statistically speaking, it is likely as Sinclair's height is increasing by 5 centimeters in just 1 week. In other words, a 9 plus. Oh, shut up already. It's all the same. How weak? You cannot.
I'll be right back.
All right, babe. I love you. How weak? You cannot withstand a few You cannot withstand a few criticisms and come whining like the pathetic soldier you are. I got lucky and closed it before it made a mess. Oh no! If you're so darn sure of yourself, Otis, why don't you do it yourself then? As courageous as his rebutal was, his eyes were shut tight. You leave me no choice. Out of my way, stragglers. It's about time someone led this troop. In a series of turbulent events, I did fully catch Marceau took up Gregor's culinary attene, and the kitchen grew busy as Gregor's sinners moved according to Marceau's order. Potatoes should be cut into square pieces so that they may be cooked evenly on all sides. Nevertheless,
정사각
square shapes, 5 centimeters. Rousseau looked more charismatic than ever with the mantle of head chef upon his shoulders. Whatever, a chicken's a chicken. It can only be so special. Who knows? That lost recipe of his might have been all superficial stuff like 1 spoon of earnestness and 3 scoops of effort, nah? Oh, so this is how you cook potatoes? What the? You thought they harvested baked potatoes out in the fields? Taking me for a fool, aren't you? Obviously, ripe potatoes fall from their trees when the time is right. I was just kidding, Heathcliff. Oh, what are you planning to do with that tenderizer? A serene flower has blossomed on this yam. So bud can indeed bloom even upon the barren ground. That is a sign that the potato is poisonous. It must be disposed of immediately. Don Quixote, confiscate it. Righty-o. Oh, please do not do such. Burnt things are significant in their own ways. In truth, the state of being burnt may as well be an imaginary concept defined by a man when the essence of an object has remained unchanged. Burnt refers to the condition in which a food item is discolored beyond a certain degree and produces an acrid smell after prolonged exposure to high heat. And this one has burnt to its core. It is only right to discard it as long-term consumption of burnt food can be negatively impact the body. Oh. I love Rousseau. How regrettable. Rousseau became a ruthless chef. Welcome back. While Yusung remained mostly unhelpful, Heathcliff was peeling ingredients at a surprisingly brisk pace. Don't grab at me, I'll ruin my focus. Knives are a luxury. A real pauper can peel and spud with nothing but mere metal spoon. This gets a pass. You're rewarded extra points for the expertise displayed in your ascent strokes. That's class. Watch closely. You need to employ a wide variety of ingredients. Being a picky eater is what stunted your growth. I can't still get taller from here. Oh. Oh, Sinclair, you're not getting taller. I'm so sorry. I think. Also, an unbalanced diet is the reason why your hair turned all gray. Faust has always had. Your hands in particular have become coarse and rough for the same reason. Excuse me? This is because of all the work I did aboard the ship. Me next, Otis. What about me? What's the diagnosis? Don't yell frivolously like that. You're being a distraction. Oh, she wanted to be roasted. All she did was get yelled at. Rhodia is an attention fiend. And I love that for her.
닥쳐라, 해파. 누굴 팰지 내가 정한다.
불길 속으로.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다.
Alright.
총원 불격. 기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다. 선원들, 나를 보호해라.
사냥 시작.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 악인들을 해치우세나.
다 죽어라.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 총원 불격.
다 죽어라.
자. 기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다. 선원들, 나를 보호해라. 악인들을 해치우세나.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
다 죽어라.
앞. 자.
사냥 시작.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Alrighty.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Alright, hold on. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do one thing. Just wait. Alright, image. Rude. It's on my desktop. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's try a different one. There we go. Alright, baby, you got a sticky note now.
Very good.
It says you're a rude man. Because you're mean to my chat.
Ladies forbid.
I adore my autistic Frenchman that barely speaks. Yeah. Oh, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, we're screwed. Hold up.
닥쳐라 해.
Let's try this.
누굴 팰지 내가 정한다.
Oh, not these guys.
불길 속으로.
이렇게 찾아졌지 않나. 거태.
악인들을 해치우세나.
그 오물을.
Just gotta do a little bit of grinding before we continue.
저놈을 추적해. 이렇게 찾아졌지 않나. 거태.
불길 속으로.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 실패는 없다.
악인들을 해치우세나.
반격의 기회다.
Cute little kitty. Babe Timor is being cute.
사냥 시작.
When isn't she?
Oh, when she's causing chaos.
It's fine.
그 오물을.
She knows she's not supposed to do it, and she knows that if I get up, she gets down. So it's not a matter of me not disciplining her. It's a matter of she knows better, and she's a stubborn little bitch. Because I make a motion like I'm gonna get up, and she immediately stops what she's doing.
선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
기다려라.
Alright, let's do this a couple times.
곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
Ah, thanks. Hi, alien. Welcome back.
총원 불격.
좋아.
총원 불격.
괴로우신가요?
저놈을 추적해.
불길 속으로.
먹기 좋게 찾아졌지 않아.
좋아.
죽어라. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Alright. More.
불길 속으로.
먹기 좋게 찾아졌지 않아.
좋아.
정신 차릴 수 없을 것이오.
사냥 시작.
Been here just lurking? Oh, I see, I see. Welcome. Well, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a stream later in the morning as well.
다 죽어라. 당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Can we get L in chat for my partner who just spontaneously drops spoilers without a single thought given. Really living up
It's
to
in the trailers.
I didn't watch the trailers. I just read the description. It's not in the description.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's like the first reveal. So.
Okay. Oh,
It's been out for long enough that it's been out for long enough that I do not care about spoilers.
But babe, you should care about me.
I do care about you.
Don't give me spoilers, jackass.
Well, my bad, Miss Chronically Online. I thought you'd already seen the trailers and the clips.
I'm not chronically online.
Chronically Online.
I am not chronically online. I'm less online than most people. People say some online shit to me and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Can we get a bunch of 6-7 in chat, please?
I still don't understand the point of that. All right. Yeah, concern, right?
Look, or can you leave? There's nothing to be concerned about.
What was that, babe?
I said, look, or can you leave? There's nothing to be concerned about.
You want to talk about chronically online? What is that? I'm chronically on stream, but I don't know if that's the same thing. I try to stay off of online as much as possible, with the exception of staying up to date on news and video games and then streaming. Cats be catting, yeah, they are. They do. Alright, I think that's all I had for modules.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
How many modules do I have left? Oh, I can keep doing this. Alright, let's keep doing this because it's gonna make my life easier later. Oh. Oh, shit! Oops. Well, fuck. All right, I'll leave it alone because maybe we can get away with not having to do that. Let's go here. Where are the tickets that I just earned? I did earn them, right? Am I going crazy? All right. Oh, okay. I'm losing my mind. Genuinely. All right. Every time you play this, I have no idea what's going on, but hey, flashy attacks. Yeah, exactly. Me and you both. Alright, who's actually fighting? Well, that wasn't gonna do much, but oh well. Here we are.
그냥 눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지?
No, we only have 2 chances left, right, team? How about we start with Merceau's made by following the formula to a T? Prepared with pinpoint precision, Merceau's dish looked like a picture in a cookbook come to life. Right, we have something that looks like an actual serving, so that's a good start. After having a taste of Merceau's work, the restaurant owner quietly savored it, contemplating for a while. I had to ruminate on this dish for a long time. It was an excellent serving in all tangible ways. The smell, the taste, the presentation, yet I felt that it was still missing something I couldn't quite describe with words. And that was professionalism as a cook, an ironic smidgen of a blemish within perfection. That is why this dish cannot get a pass, unfortunately. He suddenly started sounding like a posh judge. Someone took the mask off that blighter's head. The only thing distorted about him might be his crooked attitude. Nevertheless, he'll no regrets over this battle. At least the chickens aren't bum rushing us this time. With only 1 chance left, Otis brought her dish to the table. It looks neat, nothing too fancy, but still simple and clean. What are these couple of needles on the dish for, Otis? They look like a clock's hands. They're a simple decoration I added in tribute to you, Executive Manager. Ooh, I'd give it bonus points if I could. No, don't tell me Otis won. The comment that followed from the owner was too sensational for me to put into words. You're such a mess. What are you doing with that freaking mask on your head? Back in your mama's day, we grinned and bore with all our sorts of nonsense. How are you gonna live through this unforgiving world if you get all heartbroken over something so small? Get it together already. My mother was always like that. Rather than kind and caring words, she would scold me with her nitpicky lectures. She was so particular about chicken too, rarely touching a piece that anybody else would take in a heartbeat. Running this restaurant, I had forgotten something important. Oh, mother. Now's our chance. The distortion or whatever on him is weakening. Look at this! Some kind of door has appeared next to him. Should we go through it? What made Odie's dish stand out anyway? Let us march, soldiers. May we see the end of this. That's a great question. I would love to know what the difference was. I feel like Merceau should have gotten that one. Oh no, it's a dungeon. Oh boy, oh boy. I forgot about this. We stand at the entrance of the Dungeon of Fathoms. In an empty space, we find a lone vending machine. Where does it get its power? Besides that, what's with this uncanny feeling? Sitting in front of the vending machine, we see rows of buttons. Press one of the buttons on the bottom row. Gain a keywordless ego gift. Gain a rupture ego. Alright, this one. We try pressing the other buttons just in case, but the machine doesn't respond. Still caught in the lingering idea of deja vu, we decide to move on. Focus and counter start apply 2 damage up to all allies. Fuck yeah.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Oh, I think I picked the wrong people. I forgot who to use.
불길 속으로 그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Hopefully I don't regret this.
사냥 시작.
I think I may have to end stream before I finish this dungeon. I'll be back in the morning. I forgot how long dungeons were. I don't have that in me right now.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
불길 속으로
All right. Thank you everyone who joined me for stream tonight. Let's see if there's still anyone left around to raid out to. Alrighty. Indeed, it does appear to be so. Hold on. We're gonna raid the lovely Salur Sin.